Okay.
Okay. Bill
So
was gonna be on. He said that he was gonna jump on a little bit late, but he has some good news for us.
I was gonna say, he's gonna leave us in suspense, right?
I know. Uh, but what else? This whole week has been it's been a lot. Like it's been a lot. So um, but there's good news. I know Manina or Maria, she I talked to her. Um, so she got the cookbook,
Okay.
gonna do the recipes. And she's looking at her budgeting as well. So I told her, I was like, well, the cookbook will help you also with budgeting
Sure.
and get some simple recipes for you because it's gonna be, you'll be able to, prep your meals and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. I have a colleague out here that bought this fancy machine called M Sculpt. Um, it's kind of like a fat burning, fat reduction type machine. So he's using the shape and burn as part of a package with it. So you're supposed to go through these sessions and between using the machine to help out with weight reduction, he's using the shape and burn and then also the shakes. So it's kind of like a overall package to help people with reducing weight.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
It is. It is.
Yeah. You know who has that machine? Dr. Grisha has that machine out here in Oak Park.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
So you may want to tell her that, out on the West Coast, they're doing things a little bit differently.
Oh, I know, right? I'll let her know.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing.
It is.
Karen said that she'll be jumping on
Yeah.
shortly too.
Cool. Very cool.
I've been following up with a couple people. I think the best news is how do you call it? Bills. So did tell me a little bit, but I don't want to ruin his his talk. I'm like, I want him to say it to us.
Yeah. 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 So how you doing, Jim?
Very good, thank you. But I was just telling Jovi that storms are just hitting us now.
Oh, okay.
Nasty storms.
Wow.
So
Okay.
who knows if I'll last this whole session, if I lose you or not.
Okay. Okay. For now,
Oak
how's your
Park is
foot?
fine. Oh, he's connecting still, Dr. Phillip.
Oh, okay.
There. Mhm.
There you are. How's your foot, Warnell?
Your speaker's not on. We're now. Yeah, his speaker's not on.
I hope he's not telling the whole story right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
So how's everything with you, Dr. Phillip?
Good.
Yeah.
We're going to be starting up a local support group here next week. I think, if I understand correctly, we're going to eventually videotape them so that this way, if other people want to play it um, as an informational program, they can do that. Um, CTFO is going on the road. They're starting in May, I think it is. in Connecticut. So it'll be fun to do something in Chicago when the weather kind of settles down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So with the CTFO doc, is that part of your company? Are you the company? Or you just work with them or?
Um, I'm on the medical advisory board,
Okay.
and the co-founders are friends of mine. I've been friends with them now for 3 years. They live here in Reno.
They just sent me a friend request on Facebook to, join the private group.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I did and everything, but I was just wondering, so I did see that they, there's shows that they're coming up and everything too.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, the xantho mist product is probably going to take them into the next growth phase because it's so different than anything else out there.
And what does that pertain? What is that?
So, mangosteen, which is called the queen of all superfruits, has been around for decades. And there's been studies about it for decades. It's essentially a concentrated superfruit with antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, immune supporting. It helps out with insulin resistance. Some research claims that it helps out with weight reduction. Um, it it has a plethora of things that it can do. So that's one thing. Companies have been selling it for years. Uh, the problem is that it's been hard to concentrate. So as a result, to get enough in your body, you have to buy a quart bottle of this stuff. And then that's enough to get it in a quantity that the body could potentially use. However, the bioavailability of it, so in other words, the amount that your body can absorb and use is small. So um, through some research, through using existing technology, CTFO has been able to use our 10x Pure delivery system, which essentially allows oil and water to mix. And the reason why that's important is that most of the cell membranes, the things that surround the important structures in your body, if you will, that's usually fat soluble or what's called a lipid system. And that's just a fancy word for fat. So that's why anything that could help make oil and water mix, that would be good. So that's why 10x Pure has helped out the CBD products. That's one thing. The other thing that they've been able to do is emulsify it and shrink it to such a small particle. It's less than a nanometer, uh, which means that it's smaller than a shaft of hair. So by making it that small, now it can easily get between junctions of cells. So it allows better absorption. So because the absorption has been raised about 5,000 times, so the concentration in the xanthomist product is about 5,000 parts per million, sorry. Whereas the one in the juice bottle is about 1.5 parts per million. And then the one in a capsule is about 7 parts per million. So we've dramatically increased the amount in that's delivered per dose, if you will. So as a result, we drastically increased the bioavailability and then drastically increased the amount delivered per dose. So it's heads above all the other products that are out there. so much so that other um, companies are losing their customers to us because the product is so much more superior to everyone else in the market.
Okay.
So that's it in a nutshell. There's a 3-minute video that if you go on the main website, you can watch it that explains everything I said a lot easier, a lot quicker. Uh, and it's got pictures with it, so it makes it look, kind of pretty and nice.
Yeah.
It's not as drab as me talking about it.
I'm sure it's on their page because they got a bunch of videos on there.
Yeah, they do.
So I'll have to look for it.
Yeah, yeah. It should be on your main landing page when you first go to the website, just because it is so much heads and shoulders above everything else.
Okay.
I got mine today, Dr.
Oh,
Phil.
cool.
So, I was gonna ask your recommendation, since I'm doing that toning of my body and stuff. What would you suggest? Should I just do it at nights the way you were recommending it forever, or should
Yeah,
I
so
do it during the day and night?
I would do it at night. And unfortunately, it's a little bit confusing. I've tried to talk to people at corporate, um, but anytime you spray anything in the mouth or anytime you put any drops under the tongue, it's best if you can to avoid drinking anything before and after 30 minutes. So this way it doesn't get washed away, it doesn't get kind of mixed up, if you will. So what I usually do is I spray it before I go to bed because usually I've stopped drinking any type of liquids an hour, maybe 2 hours before I go to bed. So I just spray each side of the cheek, the inside cheek, 2 sprays. Um, and then I put my CBD oil underneath my tongue and then I go to bed. So it's really easy to just let it sit there and absorb. So that's why I do it, and that's the way I'm recommending it. Make sure you don't do anything to impede the absorption. Um, some people are kind of concerned because they hear this, all the hype about the superfruit and it's going to give you the same type of buzz that maybe B12 does, and it doesn't, or at least it hasn't for me. So you can easily use it before you go to bed, and I don't think you're going to notice anything.
Yeah, because I've been doing the CBD oil at night to help me sleep.
Hmm.
So I was gonna ask the same thing, so I'll just do it that way. I'll
Yeah.
start it tonight then.
Hmm. Yeah. So the
Should I
CBD,
test it? Should I do like measurements, the weight and all that before I start it?
yeah, would be good to
Okay,
do like a little testimonial. Sure.
okay, I'll do that then. Just so I have
Um,
it um in record. I'll record it.
yeah. Yeah. No, that'd be good. Yeah, that'd be very good. Yeah. So
I
it looks
think
like
Good
we're,
evening, everyone.
hey Bill,
man of the hour joined us.
I know.
Did you tell them what I did?
No, we've all been waiting for you.
I actually saw my doctor this week,
Yeah.
and he looked at me and he said, "What the hell did you do?"
Hopefully in a good way.
Oh yeah, he was very impressed. He said, "We got to actually start watching your meds because these were based on 25 or so pounds ago."
Wow.
So But so I was so happy about everything. You know, I don't know if I told you. I think I did that. My uh, sugar, my glucose, was in the 80s to 110, 120, the top end for the last like month or so. So I decided, well, I went and bought a cake for somebody in the family's birthday. And I'm not a big cake person, but I did buy a brownie. And what do you think my sugar was after the brownie?
I don't know, 160, 180.
Oh, no. 268.
Oh, okay.
Guy, of course, that was only like 50 minutes to an hour after, and I know you're supposed to wait 2 hours.
Yeah,
But I was like, oh my God,
yeah.
this is terrible. So, anyway, that was but I did learn something. I learned you can't, no brownies. I'm done with brownies except for keto brownies. You know?
The keto
I've been doing
brownies.
so well
Oh.
with everything. But that was one of his things. I told him, I said, here's the group. Start recommending it to all of your patients that are diabetic.
Very
You
cool.
know? So, because I told you, he's a deal as well. And he is,
Yeah.
he's a good guy.
Very cool.
He's
Very
one of
cool.
my favorite guys.
Well, that's awesome.
So, yeah. So we'll see what happens from here.
So, did he start adjusting your meds at that visit?
Well, he said, are you getting, what did he say? Are you getting lightheaded or anything? I said, not really. I said, all right, well then, let's see what happens. He's going to see me in a month and a half. Let's
Okay.
do it then, you know,
Okay.
to see if you continue dropping the weight. He doesn't
Okay.
want to, you know, keep doing it.
Good.
So, well, I'm very happy with everything.
Yeah, I would be too. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank
Congratulations.
you. But yeah, I did tell Toby first thing. Said, I know you want to know, so here's the situation. And she laughed at me.
Yeah, that's exciting. Good job.
He had us in
But
suspense for a little bit.
it's because of you guys and all the support I get from you guys.
Yeah, we're just support. You're the one doing the hard work.
Yeah, but you know, that was what he said. He said, now you gotta keep yourself motivated. I said, well, that's why this group is so good, because they keep you motivated. You know, they are the best support you'll ever find.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So that's a good thing. I threw the compliments right out to you guys and deservedly so.
Very good.
But you know I feel that way about all of them.
Well, thank you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Had no rain all day. Now I'm driving back from Arlington Heights. And you can barely see. So, but I should be used to that. So how's everybody else?
I think it's going to be hard to follow that up, Bill.
Oh, not at all.
Proud of you, Bill. You did it.
And that was even after St. Patty's Day.
What's
Mhm.
that?
I don't think he heard you, Dr. Phillip.
That's okay.
Okay, so Nell's microphone is working now.
Oh, good.
Yes, it's working.
Yeah, Dr. Phillip wanted to know how you're doing with your foot.
I went to I switched doctors, and the guy I'm seeing now, he told me it's healing. I did have some blisters on it before, but he told me today I can start wearing a shoe, and he gave me some different kind of like sponge like to separate the toes and not wrapping them. So he
Okay.
told me to try that and see how it works.
Okay.
But he also told me if I have any problems, just call him. He didn't say 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Good.
good.
And is this a primary care or is it a specialist like a podiatrist? Who did you see one on?
A podiatrist, yes.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
And he told me to put ice on it, a couple times during the day after I've been out. And he gave me something to put on it while I'm sitting doing taxes. I could put a sleeve on it.
Okay.
That'll help. So
Okay.
yeah, I had to fire the other guy. He wasn't. He told me,
Understandable.
huh?
It's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm doing
No,
fine
we
now.
fired the other guy. If you wasn't gonna fire him, I was gonna fire him for you.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm doing good. I should be able to play golf by the end of the month, next month.
Good deal. Maybe it'll stop raining by then.
Yeah. I'll be down in Myrtle. I'll be down in Myrtle Beach, so it don't matter.
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
Yeah, because in Chicago,
Thanks
we
for
saw
your concern.
I didn't hear that either.
I said, this is Chicago. We're celebrating sprinter. This is not spring. This is sprinter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sprinter.
Okay.
So I'll probably be able to give you an update next week.
Perfect.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're doing better now.
Yeah. I was kind of I just got upset with the doctor because, if you tell me to do something, I try to do it, and it don't work, and I call you, you tell me to call you in 3 weeks. That's not good.
No, it's
No.
not. Yeah, especially a diabetic with toe issues.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm trying to do some taxes while I'm talking to you guys. So I'll just listen in.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Thank you for the update.
Exactly.
So we have Tony on the line.
Or
He
at least
hasn't
his
been on
iPhone.
in a while.
Yeah, or at least his iPhone.
Hello, everyone. How is everybody?
Good, good.
How are you doing, Tony?
I'm okay. I'm okay. It's been a little busy, but it's good. It's good. Been a little busy. A lot of travel, but they just kind of realigned everybody at work, so it's been big changes. So I apologize for not getting on the group here lately, but everything's been going well. sticking to everything. I just got to re-up on everything. My dad was telling me too. My dad's like, hey, I ran out of a little CBD cream. And I say, yeah, I got to order a bunch of stuff too. So we're so I'm surprised he hasn't told you yet, Jovi. Has he said anything to you yet?
Did. I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
had a chance to go out there.
Yeah, he was telling me. Yeah, I said I think I have like 2 little packages left. You're welcome to them. I haven't used them in a while. But no, he's doing good. My mom was sick a little bit, but he's doing well. I'm just sticking to everything, trying to maintain, right? And like I said, it's been a lot of travel, so it's been a little bit difficult to to keep up a little bit. Not but you do your best, and especially on the road. But thankfully, it's haven't lost anything you guys have learned here, so I've been trying to maintain it pretty well. I'm going to go see the doctor here probably in a couple more weeks to see where we're at. And I'll have an update for everyone at that point, right, and see how we're doing. I anticipate good things because, like I said, it's been pretty well disciplined so far, all things considered. Even with the travel, it's for the most part, it's been pretty good. I can't complain about falling off the wagon like I did earlier in the year.
So any exciting travel stories?
No, not for me. But I had a friend of mine who was out in Las Vegas for the first round of the tournament, the basketball tournament. He was out there for to enjoy the weekend, and he ended up having a heart attack, and he's still out there. He had a heart attack and a stroke. Yeah, and yeah, he's still out there. So I was going to join him. And then last minute with all the changes at work, we didn't. And he was out there by himself, and he had a heart attack. He dialed 911 from his room, and they had to break in his room to get him. But he was fortunate enough to be able to dial the emergency number, and they came to get him, busted in his room, and so now he's said his aneurysm stopped bleeding on his brain, so he's okay there. He's just got to go through. I guess they're going to put him in a rehab center now over and before they send him home. But yeah, it's pretty scary. It's
Yeah.
Good friend of mine. Yeah.
How young is he?
He's 60.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. He said, I felt fine. He says, I was a little short of breath during the day. He's about to head out that evening, and he it came on. So, yeah, I guess he had a heart attack and a stroke. They put a stent in him now. And I don't know what, I'm not sure. I was talking to his brother who went out there to go check on him, and he just got back, but I'm not sure what he needs to, what they need to see before they allow him to come home. But I guess it's going to be a minute before that happens anyway.
Sure. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, he's only now like been able to not slur his speech so much. I talked to him a little bit yesterday, and I was getting a lot of updates from his brother, but yeah, it's pretty scary. So that's what like I said. I mean, I'm like, wow, I got to make sure that I keep up with everything. I mean, I'm still a little bit younger than he is, but yeah, that's definitely scary. And he got a huge wake up call too. He's like, I didn't feel anything coming on. I was fine. I was about to go out, and then it just came out of nowhere. But I guess they said it was his blood pressure or something that was high. And so yeah, I was like, oh, I need to check myself out again. So that's why I have that doctor's appointment coming up. I just want to reevaluate everything and make sure we're good under the hood.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it's that's the most exciting thing that's happened here lately. But it definitely shook me up a little bit. I'm like, well, thank God I've been doing good. I feel better about the fact that I've been doing well. But I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna have everything checked out just in case anyway. Very very scary situation, especially when it's that close to home. You know, I've known him a long time. We used to work together, and knowing that I could have been out there with him, was pretty scary too. I should have been there. Yeah, it was because that was a plan, right? We were going to go, and then work travel didn't allow it to happen. But yeah, I feel bad about not being there too. You know, but oh well, circumstances didn't allow it.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's all I got right now. I'm like I said, hopefully here in the next couple of weeks when I visit the doctor. We'll be on spring break next week, so I'll be out of town, but with the kids. But no, everything else is okay, and hopefully, you know, once we get the checkup here pretty soon, we'll see where we're at with all the other stuff.
Okay. Where are you taking the kids?
We're going to go to the Mall of America in Minnesota and Wisconsin Dells.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
on the
pretty
way up,
cool.
we'll go. Yeah, on the way up, we're going to the Mall of America. On the way back, we're stopping at Wisconsin Dells and then come home. Yeah.
Okay.
Water park. Yeah.
Very cool.
Can I join you?
Sure. Come on. Come on, Jovi. So it should be fun. It should be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think-
they get to travel now. You know, they always get excited. I'm like, oh gosh, just another hotel room, and you know, it's just like, yeah, they get excited. I'm like, oh, you know, but no, it'll be good. It'd be good to travel with them and not for work.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, it'd be good to get some time off. It'd be good.
Mhm. So hopefully we have some good weather for Wisconsin Dells.
Yes, well, I think my son was looking. He says, "Oh, it's supposed to be really nice," but I mean, we have this. Like I heard someone mention the rain and whatnot. You know, we're under a tornado watch here till 11 o'clock in this area. Um, so I don't know if you've seen that, Jovi, but I think the worst of it's coming at 7 o'clock and it goes through 11. So you know, whoever was driving right now, please be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why Bill had to jump off.
Yeah, it's getting pretty. I guess we're right in the middle of two storm cells, right? One of them just passed by and the other one's right behind it now. So that's the one that's going to hit us right now.
It's not even raining over here in Oak Park.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything either, right? But I guess I think Naperville was under a watch, and then all of that is coming this way. They said the biggest storm cell was in Davenport, Iowa, about an hour ago, and it's coming this way fairly quickly. So they said it's traveling like 60 or 70 miles an hour.
Wow.
So
pretty
yeah,
quick.
yeah. So there's tornado spotted out in Iowa, and they said it's all coming this way.
No, stay safe. Stay
Yes,
dry.
yeah, everyone, yeah, in this area, please be careful. If you head out, please be careful.
Yeah. So Jovi, when I came in, it seemed like you were talking about the pageant. What's the latest with that?
Well, tomorrow I have to go pick up the sash and the crown. So
Okay.
that's the latest. And I found 3 dresses that I like. So we'll
Okay.
see. Alice has a seamstress for me. So
Okay.
we'll
So
see.
where do you get a crown from?
I'm clueless, Dr. Phillip, about anything about pageants. I'll
So
be
it's like,
honest, I'm like a little clueless on this. This is like, I've never followed any of that stuff. I was a nerd when I was in high school and all that.
okay.
So I didn't do any of that stuff at all. So
Yeah, I mean, for
I was
guys,
too
it's
environmentalist and all that stuff.
okay. Okay.
So yeah, I don't even have dresses. Let's just put it that way. So
Okay.
I need to, I'll see how that works out. I was
Mhm.
like, what did I get myself into? But I'll see. I'll see. I need to do the speeches. I think that's what's gonna help out a lot. They're
Mhm.
really good. The ladies are all nice. So
But you can use us as a trial,
as a trial,
yeah, to
that
practice your speeches.
right? Okay.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
yeah. All the ladies are really cool. There's some that are not from Illinois. They're from somewhere else that
Mhm.
are coming in. They're coming in from I think Florida and some other places. So it'll
Okay.
be interesting.
Okay. Oh, speaking of coming in from other places, did you happen to listen to the call last Saturday?
I did not. I had to work and I had a client.
You should listen to it.
Okay.
Um, the rumor is no hard dates yet, but the rumor is they should be opening up Mexico um, possibly by the end of summer, early fall. So that'd be pretty exciting.
Well,
Nice.
Yeah.
Tony,
So
we should go to Mexico.
there you go.
Road trip with the family.
Yeah, that'd be a
He's
heck of a
like,
road trip.
he's like, new.
no. Actually, I'll be heading down there in May for work.
What part?
Mexico City
Okay.
and the surrounding area. We got a trade show down there, and I'll be working the surrounding areas as well.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go. I'm in.
Okay. That'd be cool.
So I'm assuming you're flying down, right? You're not going to drive.
I'm flying. Anything, anything longer than 6 hours, we have to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the farthest I'll go is like Nashville driving and no further than that.
Okay.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes, but Mexico, yeah, we'll go, Jovi. Let's go.
Absolutely. That'd be
Where
cool.
in where in Mexico do you know?
So what happens is CTFO opens up a country. So first they opened up Canada, and then it's selling the products anywhere in Canada,
Oh,
except
nice.
for CBDA. That's the only thing you can't sell in Canada. After Canada, then they opened up Europe, and then after Europe, they opened up. I think it was the Netherlands and Sweden and that area, which I thought was part of Europe anyway. But anyway, so the next country that they're going to open up is Mexico.
Nice.
Yeah. And a large part of that is because there's so much trade that occurs between the US and Mexico. It just makes sense to open up Mexico next.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I have to tell Maribel. She's
Mhm.
out there right now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So tell her to start talking to people, and then as soon as it launches, then she'll already have everything set up.
Okay. Let her know. Yeah, because she's got a lot of family out there.
Very
Uh,
cool.
yeah, so that'll be cool.
And I can't remember, is she near Cancun? Is that right?
She's
Where
got a
she's
cousin in Cancun that has like I think a boat or like a yacht almost where they do different like travels for people. So
wow.
whoever wants to rent the boat for the day or for
Mhm.
whatever hour time frame, they'll, they'll like greet the guests, feed them and all that. And
Okay.
then they also show them around like the parts of Mexico and stuff.
Wow.
Go like I guess history and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken. I
Mhm.
think that's what she had mentioned. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it is. Very good. Yeah, so then I can start writing off my timeshare.
Yes. We can get a boat over there, Dr. Phillip. That would be cool.
That's kind of interesting because the timeshare that we have, it has a property in Cancun and then a property in Los Cabos. So yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Mexico. The people are so nice and friendly. It, it's it's wonderful.
Yeah. I miss it. I haven't been out there. I think it's been like 14 years.
Wow.
The last time that I've been out there. So,
Yeah.
so
We'll have to-
that's why I always tell Maribel and also the family, I'm like, come on, let's go to Mexico. I haven't been out there.
yeah, we'll have to try to figure out how we can turn this into a business trip.
Exactly. That would be good.
Mhm.
And we have, if I'm not mistaken, I think we still have some family members out there. Right, Tony? Do we still have family members out in Mexico?
Oh yeah,
Or
we
they're
have a lot.
scattered around? Okay.
They're scattered around, but we have them all
Okay.
all over the country.
All over the country.
But they're heavily concentrated on the East Coast and the Gulf side. But we do have family everywhere.
Very cool.
Yeah, that would be cool, Dr. Phillip.
Mhm.
I'll tell Maribel. So,
Yeah.
And I'll send her that video too for the recording that they did.
Mhm. Yeah. Very good.
And I think maybe even Ever might have family out there.
Okay.
So I'll double check with Ever. Because she's
Yeah,
trying to get all of her kids healthy, getting her
Perfect.
health back and all of her kids' health back as well.
Perfect.
Mhm.
I think, let me check. I think there's a webinar on Wednesdays that's Hispanic. Yeah, it's, sorry, I can't roll my R's. Miércoles, is that Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Sí, miércoles.
thanks. Yeah, so Wednesday they have a call, so you can even tell Maribel and Ever to listen to that
Okay.
to kind of get, primed, if you will, for when things officially open up and launch.
Okay. Yeah, that would be cool.
Very good. Yeah.
We should do a trip for all of us, especially with all the members. That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
We can probably do something like where we can get it together
Mhm.
and we can always cook and stuff because they have places out there where they have like their own stoves and stuff and we can actually cook and it would be good. That would
Mhm.
be something interesting.
So Tony, the timeshare that we belong to is called Club Solaris, and supposedly the family that owns this timeshare is the largest food distributor in Latin America.
Oh, wow.
I don't know the name of the family, but if you've got a lot of family there, maybe there's someone that you know within that organization. Because like I said, they're the biggest food distributor within Latin America.
Wow.
They're kind of like the Cisco in the States
Okay.
for food distribution down there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Find out, Tony,
I
Well,
will.
you're the one that knows them a little bit more than I do.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, no, I could definitely ask my dad too. My dad, still is in contact with a lot of our family down there, and I am too, but not as much obviously as he is, right? So, but
Mhm.
we could definitely look into that for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Huh. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm definitely gonna ask him.
Very cool.
He
And we
keeps on,
just lost.
yeah. He keeps on dropping off.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the weather or whatnot. Because,
Yeah.
well, they're closer to the lake. So Tony and Fernando's dad, they're closer to the lake. They're
Okay.
they're right there. So I know it was darker out there, like in the city,
Okay.
before heading over here. It was raining a little bit, but it wasn't that much.
I see.
Um,
So it's bad.
is it? Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe.
I just lost you guys for about 20 minutes because I looked out the window and can you believe in front of a plumber's house, the street was flooded.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know why that would happen. So I had to go out and clear the sewer.
Wow.
So
Um,
now cars can get by. But yeah, it's bad here.
I believe it. Yeah,
So
you're closer to
yeah,
Fernando and Tony's house.
yeah.
So yeah,
As long as I don't get called in, I'm all good.
right?
Those end up being very long nights.
I bet.
So.
So what else do you want